Hello. Hey, I'm making this video just to show off some of the new features that are in the Oculus Home, specifically the special items. Um, there's a lot of really cool stuff that you can do with it. I'm going to go ahead and just put the headset on right now and just start doing the whole thing in VR if I can. Okay, so this is my room that I have set up. The Oculus Home, I want to say, came out earlier this year, and it is a super cool feature. It lets you customize a lot of stuff that you got. You can customize your own home space compared to how it was before. You got special items that show up. Let's go ahead and grab this. This isn't the special items I'm talking about. Oops. So you got stuff like that. I've got these statues. But the big thing that they've added recently, that's going to pop back up eventually, is you got these screens. You got a flat screen TV, a wall mounted TV. You've got your other TV here. This was a rare item I got. I don't know how often these drop or not. That is a retro TV. You got your new avatars, which I'm going to go ahead and stand up. You can see, hopefully, yeah, mine looks different from how they used to look. It's a lot more detailed, in my opinion. More stuff that you can do to it. And then you got the arcade machines, which are my favorite. I got this little monitor here, which I can't figure out what to do with that yet. Anyway, so what I was trying to show off is specifically how the arcade machines work, because I had some issues with it before, where I was trying to play games on here using MAME, and they were running it too big of a resolution, so it was really hard to see. So what you do, I'm going to go ahead and go to a new space. I'm going to hit the home button on my left hand right there. Go in here. We're going to go to the people thing. I'm going to go to my homes. I'm going to delete this. I'm pretty sure this is the one I want to delete. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a new home. So I'm going to grab this right here. Drop it on the ground. And here we go. We're being transported to the new place. All right. Yeah, so it always puts you in a place that's like this. It's already furnished and everything, which is cool. You can see what they did. You get some ideas of what you can do with this thing. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go on here, and we're going to go to this little settings thing. Go down here, we're going to hit reset. Sure you want to set your home, yeah, and that deletes everything that's in here. So this is as basic as you can get your home to be. So from here, you've got your menus, you've got your settings, you've got your social menu, which lets you see your friends' homes, your homes, recommended places to check out for whatever reason. You've got all of your items here. These are alerts. When you get presents, they show up in here, which is they just add more stuff to your inventory. So you've got all these here. The ones that they added recently, though, actually, you know, I'm going to change this background. I'm going to go in here and not space. What is? You know what? Maybe I guess I'll do one that's in space. So that puts us out here. All right, so that's all set up now. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go to the special items. This is the big new feature that they've added. You can only have one of each of the rare items in all of your homes all together. It's kind of a bummer. Like I have one retro TV in my main home, which means that I can't use it here. Same with this Vortex arcade cabinet. But these other ones that have the little infinite sign, you can put as many of those around as you want to. So I'm going to go ahead and let's grab this arcade cabinet here. Put this, yeah, we'll put this here. It's weird. It looks like it almost had a glare on it. So you know what? Because of that, it does. It's got a little reflection on it. Well, I've been putting mine against like just this corner somewhere. I usually have it sealed in with a bunch of boxes. Just place that a little bit better. Put it right here. Okay, so I did that by grabbing the arcade cabinet with the right grip button. You can just place it wherever you want to. If you want to delete it, just hold the item and then press Y. You got these here too. They all work the same way. So what you do from here, what I personally end up doing most of the time is after I have the items where I want them to be, I tap this here. I wasn't using this for a while, and it would lead to my rooms getting all sorts of messed up. So you're going to tap that, so that means that you can't move the machine anymore if you hold the button. We're going to do that. We're going to tap this right here. You've got this broadcast button. So you just press B or Y, as it says, to pull that up. Broadcast lets you display whatever you have on your screen. So if I go to here, for example, and display monitor 1, broadcast, that's going to give me that error message because I changed the speaker settings. You can see right here, this is my desktop as it is right now. But yeah, I'm going to point out the fact that, like, so if you're trying to play, say, any games, this is going to be kind of annoying, especially if you play modern fighting games, you know, or whatever arcade style games. They're usually widescreen. If you play stuff on MAME or say Nintendo emulators or whatever, those usually fit into a 4:3 aspect ratio just fine. So what I was doing for a long time is I was loading my games up like this and then playing them, and it was super hard to see them. I'm going to actually go back here so I can see my mouse cursor. Oh, you know what? I can't get to there that easily. Give me just a second. Whoa. Alright, so I'm going to load up my MAME folder. Give me just a second to get that open. Alright. MAME is opening now. Okay. Yeah, so you can see it right there. That's my desktop again. I've got MAME open on this right here. I'm going to go ahead and hit stop broadcast there. Because what you want to do, what you would think you'd want to do is, so you have MAME running, so you would think, I want to attach MAME. MAME's not going to show up, so what you would have to do is, shoot. Not that. Alright, we're going to go back over here. You can see this right here, so let's say if we wanted to load, let's go with the 2-player version of this, I guess. US is all 4 players. Hero Turtles. Alright, we'll go with this one right here. So, oops. Let me move my mouse. So this is going to open. This is how I was playing stuff before they added all these features in, and this was really cool. I could just pin this right here, close this, and then all of a sudden the game is full screen. And not full screen, but you can make it as big as you want to, and that's cool. But I personally liked that theme song. We'll see what happens with that if I get flagged for that or not. MAME shows up on here now, so you can actually attach that to this arcade machine, and bam. So now that I've got controls and everything set up. Whoa, that's loud. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Oh boy. It's kind of hard doing this. The Oculus touch controllers aren't going to work. You're going to have to use some sort of a controller for this. Whatever. That'll last for a second. Pick Leo.
Fire! Hang on, April.
Okay. So, yeah, as you can see, this actually shows up at the proper aspect ratio, which is really cool. I don't know if you can play anything on your computer with anybody yet. I'm pretty sure you can't. I know there's ways around it, but it's not featured yet. It's just a really cool feature, I think, that you can even do this at all. And as you can see, the performance is still pretty good. It's not the best. If I look at the screen, the game runs fine, but anything else is kind of... The more stuff you have going on, it tends to lag a little bit more. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to close this. Alright, so because you have to attach the specific game, you can't attach the actual program itself. It's always going to disappear, so you would have to go back here, pull up your desktop, and then you can load another game from here. Take your... I don't know what those are. I've got too many ROMs. Give me a second. Let me take the headset off so I can see a little bit better. Let's go with... how about Marvel vs. Capcom? Oops, I gotta put the period on there and it should show up. Yep. Alright, so we'll go with Marvel vs. Capcom. We're going to attach this to the arcade machine too. Okay. Nope, not that. MAME, broadcast that. Bam, game shows up. Sticking my hands through the screen again. And again, because the game runs at 4:3, it fits onto the screen perfectly. Whatever it looks like on your monitor doesn't matter, it just captures that 4:3 window and fills the space with it, so that's really good. I'm gonna go ahead and do one fight for this, because I haven't played this in a bit. Yep. Alright, anyway, so that's that. I'm gonna go back to my actual arcade, or my my home. I pretty much just use this for this feature right now. For a long time I was using it because I thought the spaces were awesome, which they are. But it is really cool to just have your own place that you can say, you know, this is my home. Again, you want to turn this on right here whenever you finish customizing things so you can't accidentally drag stuff off. We'll go back here. So we're going to go here. I'm going to go to My Homes. And this is the one that I've been using. It's a work in progress. It's not perfect yet. Because I've got a few more objects that are in here. This was actually, before it was a ping pong table. But I'm too lazy to set it up again. It's also a pain because the physics on things aren't right. Got a little mini golf thing here. Let's see if this works. This is... Oh. Yeah, so this is a great example of why I started using the lock stuff. Is because I would try to grab this. And when I would grab it, it would just like go a little bit too far, or it would grab maybe the putting green or the ball, and it's no good. Do that there. Eventually I think that warps back. I've got a room that's over here. This is my widescreen. This was going to be a monitor, but the monitors are way too tiny, so I just use the TV. I'm going to go ahead and broadcast my desktop on here, and you can see, you can kind of read it. It's not perfect, but you can see stuff a lot better on this. One of the disadvantages of this right now is that when you move your hand, you can't see your mouse cursor. If you move your mouse on your desktop, you won't see it. It's still there. If you go in here, if you hit the home button and pull up the Oculus desktop right there, you can see it still. So you can use that to, say, launch, I don't know, like a Steam game or something. Let's go and reach down there and hit anything. You could, say, open something like this, and then this is going to show up on the screen, and you can play it in VR. I've also got virtual desktop. I've got big screen installed. I've got new retro arcade, and I'm going to show this off later to show the differences and what makes those better or just different than each other program. But this is really cool. It's a free feature. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but it is still cool. It's worth checking out. And again, the best thing about this is that, like, unlike, say, new retro arcade and even big screen, this is some place that you can actually customize. Like, I set up all this stuff here. I set up this little TV here so I can, you know, play, say, Super Mario World or whatever, and sit in one of these chairs. I'm hoping that one day it actually lets you sit in the chair. Right now, you just kind of have to pretend that you're in it, or whatever. But you know, it gets the job done. And again, it's me. All right. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, and I hope this helped. See ya. Hey, look, my mouth is moving.